Hey, hi, hello everyone. Very good noon. Hey, hi Gaurav. Can you hear me loud and clear?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you for a quick response. So
Yes.
welcome back to our DataBricks session, guys. So we are on to the day 4 of our session. So I'll just do a quick recap the topics we have discussed it. So we started with the very basic of what Spark was, DataBricks is, and so on. I explained you what is control plane, data plane. And then we created an account on the community edition. So yeah, we are in connect with the LND team to get your approval on the premium account. We will do it soon. Yeah, we are working on the community edition now. So in the previous session, we created a database, then we created few tables in it, and we explained you in detail how the Spark architecture works. Like we have a driver node, worker node, and so on. And we haven't done any hands-on on it, but today we are going to do that. Then I explained you about the DB utilities, that is Databricks utilities, that helps you to interact with the DBFS. DBFS is just like a Databricks file system. So we have done till here. If you have any queries, any question, please let me know. If not, I'll proceed further to start creating a compute. And remember, when it comes to creating a compute Databricks, in Databricks Community Edition, you have to do it every time. Okay, so people, those who join late, for them, I'm doing a quick recap. So in the Community Edition, you have to create a compute every day or every time when you visit it, because it's not dedicated. We are not paying for them. If you go to the premium account, we have a dedicated compute in the cloud, so we can turn it on, turn it off whenever you want. In the community edition, we are not paying it, so we don't get a dedicated compute. So I have explained that in the previous session also. Now let me just change it. So I'll just say that, hey, come on, this is my day 4 of our Databricks training, and I'll use a newer version, that is 15.4. I'll get only 2 cores in it, not more. If you want more, you have to use a premium account. Okay, obviously you need to switch to the premium account. I'll click on create, and here your compute spins in couple of minutes now, 3 to 4 minutes. I'll go to the workspace, and yeah, I have a folder called eclux db training. Not to worry, whatever we have discussed it, I'll keep all the records in the folders. Like this was yesterday's. I use the other account. I don't know, there is some issue with that account, so I'm not able to get that OTP on right time, so I switch to the other one. Not to worry, I'll create all the folders and share it to you later on. Okay, now I'll create a new folder with today's date 5.6, and then I'll say day 4, and today we are going to discuss ETL. Okay, I'm going to talk about the ETL now. I'll just click on create now. Okay, I'm going to create a new notebook, and today we will be working with Python. So I'll keep it as a default notebook as Python, and I'll give a notebook name called a data frame. Okay, data frame. First, I'll explain you what is data frame, and then I'll proceed further to explain you data frame functions. We will work on the Spark side, and then we are going to do a ETL. So that would be the agenda for today. Okay, are you with me now, everyone?
Yes.
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 Okay, amazing. So I request everyone to please start a compute and create a new notebook and be at this point. So we'll start proceeding further now. Okay. Okay. So now I'll not go with theory part. Generally, we do it. I mean, many people do it. So they'll explain what is data frame, like a couple of minutes, but simple. I would say that data frame is just like a table. It's like a table, but not a table. Okay. Why I'm saying it looks like a table? Because when you do a display on the data frame, it looks very similar to a table, but I cannot say it as a table because data frame is distributed and data frame is in memory. Table is in disk. we store the table in the disk and data frame in the memory. So we cannot say that data frame and table are one and the same. Data frame is different, table is different. Data frame is all in memory. It's the Spark component. So with the help of data frames, we are going to create a tables. So first I'm going to show you how to create a data frame in a very simple, with a simple data. Okay. So I can compare this with a SQL. Okay, SQL. Now, can you tell me in SQL, how do we create a table? What would be the command for that? Creating a table?
The create table, database name dot table name.
Amazing. So we just say create table and we just mentioned table name or maybe database name. Okay, I want everyone to please concentrate database name and the table name, and then we mention the table name here. Okay. Table name, and then we mention the column names and so on, id and the data types and so on. So what we need a data and we need a data types also. So when we start with Spark, so actually I'm talking with Spark now. So today's session will entirely focus on Spark. Tomorrow we will focus on Delta. Okay, so we'll slowly move towards the Delta. Today it will be Spark, only Spark. We are going to discuss about this Spark. Okay, so we write column names and the data types and so on. So when it comes to Python, so I can see that many participants are new to the Spark, new to the DataBricks. So whenever you are working with Spark, Spark is a library, right? It's a Python's package. So it's a new package for you, right? It's a new package. Whenever you are working with Spark, you need to understand how it works. You need to understand what are the data sets of it. So if you go deep, actually we had RDD. RDD stands for Resilient Distributed Data Set. We are not discussing about that now. It's a low level API. Like it's an old one. I would say it's the old one. Above RDD, we have something called data frame. That's what we are going to discuss now. We are going to stick to the data frame only. And oh, I don't know why this is taking long time to spin the compute now. Let me do a quick refresh. I guess refresh should work. Mm, my internet also fixed now. Let me check the speed. Yeah, I have a good speed now. I guess see, community edition will take some time because we are not paying anything for that. It's absolutely free. If the compute is available, then only they'll provide it. Sometimes it take 5 minutes, sometimes it will be super fast. Okay. Now I guess it's been almost 4 minutes. In a minute it should spin. Okay. Okay, so let me proceed now. So when I'm creating a data frame, the first syntax or to get started is to create a Spark session. We need to say that, come on, I'm using Spark. I want to call a driver program. I would compare this with C language. I guess everyone are aware of what is C, where we used to use the void main. We used to call we need to call the programmer like void main. So in the same way, when you are using Spark, we need to use that Spark keyword at the very first time, Spark dot. So I'm using a function here called create data frame. Create data frame is one of the function. Okay, create data frame. Now you few people might say that, okay, you mentioned Spark. What is Spark? Did you define what is Spark? So actually Spark is nothing but a Spark session. You have to define it if you are using it outside Databricks. Yeah, you heard me right. If you are using this code outside Databricks, maybe Jupyter Notebook or maybe Google Colab or so on, you need to mention what is Spark. You need to say that, hey, come on, Spark is nothing but a Spark session and so on. But in Databricks, you don't need to do it because the compute, whatever the compute we have started, like all purpose compute yesterday, what I have discussed about computation, all that, everything is pre-installed. In that Python is installed, Spark is installed, even that Spark session is also created. You don't need to worry anything. So that is one of the advantage using Spark with Databricks. If you're using it with other platform, on day one, I explained you that you can use Spark anywhere you want. It can be used in on-premises, in the cloud, or wherever you want, but you have to define what is Spark. But in the Databricks, you don't need to define because Spark session is already created when you create a new notebook. The moment you create a new notebook, the Spark session is already created for you. So in a moment, I'll try to show you, I'll try to run this and show that. Okay. No, still it's taking some time. How many people are facing the same issue?
Same here, Naval.
Me
Same.
too. Facing the same issue.
Okay.
Created Naval.
Okay, few people are able to create it. So now what I'll do, I'll not waste much time. I have the different workspace. You know that it's a Eclex workspace. You will be getting the, permission on this. Don't worry. We are fixing it because there are so many participants. We need to fix the budget. Actually, it's pending from my side. Maybe today I'll do it. So what I'll do, I'll create a new folder here and I'll just say data frame. Okay, I'll fix that. Not to worry. I'll copy paste the scripts later on. Oh, where it is now? Create a notebook. Okay, let me create a notebook here. Yeah, you don't get confused, guys, because I'm using two workspaces now. One is community edition and one is on the premium account. Not to worry. If you concentrate it, it becomes simple. So why I'm using this? Because my computer is already up and running in this case. So I don't want to waste much time. Come on. I mentioned you like I want to create a data frame by using spark dot create data frame. Okay, create data frame. And if you have noticed it carefully, yeah, that D is capital, F is capital, because whenever you are using Spark, it works on title case. Sorry, not title case, it's camel case. I'm so sorry. Camel case. Camel case means the first word will be small, then every word would be capital later on. For example, create D is capital, F is capital, and so on. Now, in the Spark dot create data frame, we need few values here. Before that, I mentioned Spark. So you have to mention the Spark. Without that, it doesn't work. But what is Spark? I'll try to run this. I did not define anything, but behind the scene, DataBricks says that, okay, I have created the Spark session for you, and you can see Spark is already defined. You don't need to worry. Are you with me now?
Okay.
Yes or no? I can see only Rowan is responding.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Yes, Naval.
That's it. So now will use the create data frame and create data frame as couple of parameters. Parameters is like the values which you pass in the function. You need basically two parameters. One is data and the schema. And schema is optional, but it's always recommended to give the schema. Now, what is data? Data is like your records in simple words. Schema is like your column headers. Come on. So let me create a data and the schema. So I'll just say data and I'll just put it in the tuple list. I'll say, come on, 1 comma novel. I'll first do it and then I'll ask you to do it. Then second, maybe I'll use current. Okay. Current here. And I'll try to run this. Okay. Come on, my data variable got created now. Don't worry, I'll give you the script. Just focus on. When I say please concentrate, don't do anything, focus on. Then I'll give you the script. It becomes easy. Okay. I'll use schema. Now schema is like a data type. Like, oh, come on, what is my first column, second column? Hey, my first column is an ID. It should be an integer. Then the second column is a string. The column name should be name. That's it. Very simple. I'll just run it. Come on, ID and the schema. I'll pass these values here. So to make it clear, I'll say users data and I'll say user schema. So you won't get confused here. Users data, user schema. And I'll just copy this users data and paste it here. Come on, my data is, hey, please go to users data and my schema is user schema. Very, very simple. Only one line of code. I'll run this and wow, your data frame is created with two columns. One is ID and the name. But there is no output, my dear. There is no output. To get the output, we need to use an action word. For example, dot show. I'll keep it aside for a few minutes. I'll use display. Display is a beautiful function that helps you to get in a neat HTML tabular format. And this is where your data frame dot display function works. You can use display df or df dot display. It works absolutely fine. Now you get a table like data frame, but it's not a table, my dear. It's not a table because it's in memory now. It's in memory. So what I'm trying to say, it's in memory. See, if this compute turned off, you cannot retrieve the DF again. No, you cannot call the DF again. It will be valid only till your compute is up and running. Once your compute turns off, you cannot retrieve what is data frame. So that is in memory, okay? But it looks like a table, all thanks to that display function. As I mentioned, you have show also, and if you run it, and you can see you get a show in this way. No, it is similar, but not in rich in HTML format. And let me tell you one more thing. This display works only in Databricks. If you are going outside the Databricks like Jupyter Notebook and so on, their display doesn't work. Only show will work. You have to use show because display is Databricks function. Show is Spark function. Spark is open source. You can use it. So you can use show or you can use display. But display will give you more meaningful and it looks beautiful, neat tabular format compared to show. Are you with me?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so now without wasting time, my computer is up and running. In the community edition, I'm going to show you all the things in the community edition. I'll run Spark and first time it takes a few more seconds, but once your compute is warmed up, then the things becomes easy. Till then, I'll try to copy few things here. I'll paste it here. And if you ask me, hey, come on, can I do that here itself in the same cell? Yeah, you can do it. Users data, user schema, data frame. Yes, you can do it. Now I'll try to delete this cell. I can add a new cell also. I'll run this and my data frame is created. You can see Spark is there. Don't worry what is Spark. Okay, you don't need to worry. If you want to collapse the cell, you can use this button and it gets reduced. You can see I'll expand it, collapse it. Okay. And now your data frame is created, but there is no output. Why? I'll tell you in a moment. And I'll use df.display and I'll also use df.show to get the output. Come on, this is our first simple script to create a data frame now. And you can see here, this command is running place. I mean, this is running, but the few commands are in waiting. Can you see that it was waiting? Okay. I'll even come to that point in few minutes. Now what I'll do, I'll copy this entire script for you. And come on, I want everyone to create a data frame. Use df.show, use df.display. If you don't want to copy paste it, I'll keep it in the screen. You can type it quickly. Once you are done, please let me know. Give a quick thumbs up on the chat for the same script. Then we'll proceed further. I can see only two participants or one participant that like the comment. Yeah, I can see two. I'm waiting for your response. Amazing. I can see 15 participants are done. Shall I proceed further from here?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So once you get a data frame, imagine that this is like a table. Okay, this is just like a table, but not a table. Now, in SQL, we use create table, table name, and then we insert 1 or 2 records and so on. Now, if you want to get a select, I mean, if you want to print the results, we use select star. Here we use df.display to get everything. Okay. Now, I want to explain you one or few concepts on this Spark. Please concentrate, and then I'll give you some time to do the hands-on. If you understand this, then you can play with Spark. Yeah, you can play with Spark. It's not restricted to DataBricks. If you are using Spark anywhere, you can play with that. So just focus on these few things here. So when it comes to Spark, Spark is called lazy evaluation. Lazily evaluated also. Now, what do you mean by lazy evaluation? Because it works on something called transformation and actions. It works on the concept called transformations and actions. Now, what do you mean by transformations? I'll explain. Okay. Transformations. And then we have some actions. So actions are like show is an action. Display is an action. Okay. Display is an action. And your all transformations like maybe select, maybe filter, maybe sort, maybe group, join, all becomes a transformation. Okay. Join, sorting, filtering, aggregating, joining, all comes under the transformations. And when you want a result, we take an action. Now, this is where the concept of lazy evaluation is. So please concentrate now. I have created a data frame. You can see data frame is present with me. Data frame is there. Now I'll use one simple data frame function. Okay. I'm calling data frame function. So these are all my data frame functions. Okay. So one data frame function I'm using is df.select. Now, can you tell me what does select do in SQL? It will, if you write select star from the table name, it will give
It
me all
fetch the
the
data.
TQL
As
command.
table.
correct.
Data query language command.
Exactly. If I use df is your data frame dot select. Yeah, we mentioned dot in the PySpark language. Dot select, I'll mention it in double quotes like a string, and I'll mention a star. Now, what do you mean by star? You know, star is same like SQL. We get all the columns with all the records. In our case, I have 2 columns, 2 records. I get everything. But if I run this, you can see it got executed. You get a new data frame and it says that, okay, the new data frame is having ID column and the name column, but can you see the output?
No.
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 This is where the concept of lazy evaluation comes. Means because of this, Spark is super fast, super efficient compared to any other library, any other big data library. If you remember, I mentioned everything is in memory. This will create a it will create a plan. It is very lazy. It is very lazy. You get an output only if you are using a action on top of this transformation. Oh, so to run this, it took only 0.2 seconds. Can you see that? It just took 0.2 seconds to execute it. But can you see the results? No, we cannot see the results unless and until you use an action. Then only you will see the results. Otherwise, no. So what is an action? And remember one thing, if you use df.select, there is no Spark jobs. Have you noticed it? There is no Spark job that is getting created. Now I'll use dot display on top of this. And the moment I use dot display, I will get a Spark jobs. Can you see that? The moment I use display means I'm using an action, means there would be some Spark jobs. Can you see this? The more the Spark job, the time taken would be more. So initially it was 0.2 seconds. Now it is approximately 1.45 seconds. So This concept is called lazy evaluation. Means once you do the transformation, you need to wake up this transformation to get the results. So do we need the results every time? Answer is no, we don't need results every time. We just need it at the end. So for example, to show, display, write are few of the example of the actions. Okay. We keep on doing transformations. At the end, we just use display once or twice to check the results. And that time only your Spark is actually calculating or actually creating a plan. Otherwise, it simply stays on logical plan. The moment you use this display, then only it will execute physically. Otherwise, it won't execute it. So now what I want you to do is first run df.select and run this. Please make sure that there are no Spark jobs and the time taken would be super fast. And then you use the same command to do a dot display on top of it. There will be much more time and the Spark jobs will be more. Come on, please try doing this.
Hello, Naval.
Yes.
Can I share my screen? I missed first 15 minutes of the session.
Okay. Have you started the compute?
Yes,
You create a notebook data frame and just,
created. Yeah.
yeah, you can run this script, which I've shared it in the chat.
I got an error, name error. User underscore data is not defined.
Have you used the same
Python.
script? Okay, you can share your screen.
Yeah.
Uh, Whether your computer is running? Okay,
Sorry.
yeah, come to the notebook. Yeah, just a minute. Current users data, user data. Okay, run this command once again. First command.
I think the cluster is not connected to notebook.
Can you close this at the top? Yeah, close this. Yeah, it is connected. You can see that. Now, okay, do one thing. Take a new cell. Yeah, copy the first command and paste it here in the new cell.
First line or the all three lines?
All three lines, yes. Yeah, now run this. User data is not defined. Okay, can you remove the line number 4 from here? Yeah, run this now. Okay, take the new line now and paste the df command. New line, I mean new cell. Now run this. User data, user schema. Okay, this is correct now. Run this df. Now it
Yeah.
worked.
Yeah.
Okay, so there might be some additional spaces. So it did not pick up the new line, but it worked. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, have you done it? Shall I proceed further from here?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes.
cool.
Yes.
So a data frame is created. I am trying to explain you what is lazy evaluation. So I'll do it once again. I'll explain it once again. So what I'll do now, I'll use df.select and I'll say ID column here. Now, what do you mean by ID? Can anyone tell me what happens if I run this?
It will show the data which is present in ID.
It will show only ID column, simple like select ID, select ID from the table name. Same. I'll run this, but can you see the output? Can you see the output?
No,
Why?
because it
We
is
did
Because
not
showing.
it
show
is
it.
only select. No, there is no display option.
Correct. So we have just done the select means it's lazily evaluated. To get an output, we need to take an action on top of it, like dot display. So I'll explain a simple analogy that will help you to understand how lazy evaluation works. So I request everyone to please concentrate, not to do anything, not to do any hands-on. So first is, let us take a use case. It's a simple real-time analogy. You can relate it to the Spark. Suppose I am in Mumbai now, for example, I want to go to Hyderabad. Okay, Hyderabad. There are a couple of ways to do it. Okay, I have a meeting maybe on tomorrow or day after tomorrow. I have to attend that. So there are a couple of options in front of me. I can go fly. I can take an go to airport and take a flight. Second is I can go with train. I can go on train. I can use bus services also. I can take my own car and then drive to the Hyderabad. These are a couple of common scenarios. It can be anything, like you can say you can go to you can take a ship and go to Goa. From there you can fly. Number of possibilities are there, but these are four common ways. Are you getting this?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So as a person, I'm thinking now, what would be the best, uh, what would be the best possibility where I can save the cost also. Obviously, I have to look at the cost also, and I have to look at the time also. If you say that no, walking would be cheaper, so I cannot go and walk for all 30 days and 40 days. No, I cannot do it, but there is an option. I can go by walk also, but that is not an option for me. I have to save a time here because my meeting is tomorrow only, and I'll take the cost also. So I'll cut down few things here. I cannot go by walk. I cannot go on bike. I cannot go on car also, it is taking a long time. So I'll use either flight or train. And among that, I'll choose the best. I'll choose the best. And then the day, suppose I plan to travel it tomorrow or maybe today evening, the day when I start, I'm executing that plan. So before that, I had couple of options in front of me, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I am deciding which is the best, what would be the top cost optimization, what would be the best plan when it comes to time optimization. And out of all that, I'm choosing one of the best route. For example, train would be the best route. I'll go in the night and tomorrow morning I'll reach Hyderabad, for example. Then out of all this, I have chosen one. The day or the moment when I travel it, that is where the execution actually happens. So you relate this to your Spark one, where you have where your Spark engine keeps on doing couple of possibilities, couple of plans, but the moment when you use a display, then only it will create that whatever the logical plan it was creating, it will create one best plan out of it. That is when you do a display. If you don't do a display, you can think on number of parameters, you can think number of routes, you keep on doing calculations, you apply them statistics, you do a lot of things. But the day when it comes, you are going to pick only one, and that is where the display comes. Before you do a display, you can keep on planning it 100 times. Now I am just doing a select, but as we progress, we are going to add a new column, we are going to filter it, we are going to aggregate it, we are going to sort it, we are going to join it, group it, so many things we are doing it. Your engine will keep on thinking what would be the best way. And then the user, when you do a display, then it's going to pick up the best path or the best route, cost optimized, time optimized, and so on. Are you with me?
Yes.
Okay. Amazing. Now I'll do a display. I'll just show you. This is where the Spark has picked up the best plan, and then only you are creating a Spark job. Otherwise, it won't create a Spark job. The more the Spark job, the time taken would be more again. Okay. So you can see a select ID. I have just done the ID column here. Okay. ID column here. Now, can I select one or new columns? Yeah, you can do it. Just put a comma and then say name column and so on. We are dealing with big data, guys. So we don't select one or two columns. We get all the data. We get all columns at one go. It's not like your databases where we select few columns. We do that for optimizing it. We don't want select all because it will take more time. We use only few columns and then apply filter every time. But in DataBricks, in Spark side, it handles terabytes of data. So we generally don't do select 1, 2, 3, 4 column. We just use display or we just use select star. It gives you everything at one go. Okay. Are you with me now?
Yes.
Okay, amazing. So now I'll try to show you like if I want to do aliasing, if I want to rename the column. Now I have an ID column, but I want to rename it to employee ID. How we do it in SQL? Can anyone tell me?
As
That's it. Now in PySpark, there are a couple of ways. Yeah, you heard me right? Couple of ways. So here the first way is by doing alias. We use a function called alias and say employee ID. Okay. Now I'll try to run this. And here you go. It gave me an error saying that, hey, come on, string object has no attribute called alias. What do you mean by that error? So it means that, hey, come on, you are using dot alias. You cannot use that dot alias with ID. ID is like a string. If you write double quote, it's like a string. Then come on, you cannot rename it. No, we can rename it, but you cannot take ID as a string. You have to convert it to a call. Now, this call is a function. This call is a function. Now, people might get confused here. Just listen it carefully. Whenever I am talking transformations, there are two types. One is data frame transformations, data frame functions, and the second one is just a functions. And out of that, one function is a call function. I'm using a call. To use these functions, we need to import it. We don't get it automatically. We need to import it. I'll show you. If I run this, I'll get an error saying that call is not defined. So we need to define it. We need to call it. So We do it by using from PySpark.sql.functions import call. I'll run this. And the moment I import call, then I'll run this and you get a new data frame called employee ID. Can you see the results here? Yes. Are you able to
Yes.
see the results? I mean, output. Can you see the output?
Yes.
No.
No. You can see
Only employee ID stages that is saying.
it is showing you the schema, but it is not showing you the records. Why it is not showing? Can
Yeah.
you tell me?
We did not use display here.
It's a action verb not used.
Exactly. So it is thinking. It is thinking. It's lazy. It's thinking. But when you use an action, then only it will give you the output. The moment I use display or show, then only you will get a new column called employee ID column. And remember one thing, I am not saving this output to any data frame. Okay, I'm not saving it. What I mean to say is, if you do df.display, still that df says that the column name is ID only. Come on, guys, it's still ID only. Can you see that? It's still ID. Now, few people might confuse and say that, okay, come on, just now we used alias, but it is not changing. All data frames are immutable. This is simple Python's concept called immutable. Once it is created, you cannot change that. Then how do I, like, I want to rename it, I want to save it. Then you can say df1 equal to and run this. So your df1 and df both are different now. Df1 contains only one column, that is employee ID with a renamed column. So your df is different, df1 is different. Can I say df equal to df? You can do it. That's not an issue. You can do it, but you will lose the original data frame. Your original data frame will contain only one data frame. Okay, I mean one column. So that's the reason why I use df1. Now you might say that, oh, can I do df1 for this, df2 for this, df3 for this, df4 for this? You can do it df1, df2, df3, df5, df100 also, but it is not recommended, my dear guys. The reason is the moment you create df1 equal to, a new memory will be created for that data frame. A new memory will be allotted for it. There will be a size for that data frame. So it's not recommended to use df1 to df10 because every data frame will hold some memory to it. It's in the Java virtual machine. It will store df1, df2, df3, df4. So your memory will be increased. So we don't do it unless and until we need it. We use that df equal to, otherwise we just do some transformation. And if we feel that, hey, come on, we need to save it, then do it. So in real time, if I have a data set where I have to do a lot of transformation, I would simply create 2-3 data frames, not more than that. Df, df1, df2, df final. That's it. In few minutes, we are going to do it. Have you understood why I'm not using df1, df2, df3 every time? Because I don't want to keep that habit of saving it every time. Just focusing on how the select works, how the call works, how alias works. That's what my intention is. Are you with me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Good. Come on. Now what I'll do, I'll share you all the scripts with you in the chat. I want you to try this, get an error and try to resolve it. You can do it one by one. Come on. Once you are done, please let me know.
Hello, Naval. Hello, Naval sir.
Yeah, please tell me.
Uh, Here, it is giving the name error for call is not defined. What will it be?
Yeah, so you have to import that. I have mentioned it in the chat from PySpark.sql.import call.
Okay.
You have to run this. Yeah, have you done it? I can see 5 participants, 6 participants have done it. Shall I proceed further? Done. Okay, cool. So come on, I'll repeat again. So actually today my focus is on the Spark side where I tried to explain you what is lazy evaluation. I explained you what is transformation and actions. And in that transformation, I am focusing you on what is data frame functions and functions. Yes, I'm discussing that. I mentioned you what is call. I mentioned you what alias is also. Okay, alias. I keep on adding this now, list. Okay. Now I'll show you one beautiful data frame function for renaming the column called with column renamed. With column renamed. So let me go back and you can see here, a few people might say that, okay, we have already renamed it by using select. But in select, we have to use call and then on top of that alias, very lengthy process. As I mentioned, there are a couple of ways. I'll use df dot with column renamed. With column renamed is beautiful. If you want to rename a particular one, I'll say ID, rename it to employee ID. Okay. Now, come on. Once again, I'm repeating it. The moment I ran it, there are no Spark jobs. There is no output because with column rename is again a transformation. You don't get an output here unless and until you mention it. So I'll use display and run this. Then only you will get it. So the difference between select alias with column renamed is with column renamed is giving you entire data frame, all the data frame with renamed column. Can you see that? I mean, employee ID got renamed with employee ID and you got a different columns also. So this is the advantage of using with column renamed. Are you getting this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Come on, I just shared it to you. I wanted to run it.
It means with column rename, we can rename column name in original data frame. We don't need to save in another data frame.
No, ma'am. Still, we haven't saved it to a data frame. Still, your
Okay.
DF is the original one only. You can see here. It's still in the
Okay. It is
ID
plain.
only. Okay, it's still ID only.
So novel, is
Okay.
it alias equivalent? Can we say?
Alias equivalent, but in alias, what happens? You have to mention that column. Now I have 120 columns. So if I do select column ID employee alias it to
Correct.
employee ID, you get only that column. Oh, then you might say that, can I use a star here? You can use a star, but the issue with this DF1 is you get employee ID also, you get ID also, name also,
Repeated will be correct.
repeated value. Like, and it becomes so complex, you can see here. Can I make it simpler? Yeah, you can use with column renamed. You mentioned that you get all 120 columns with a renamed column.
Okay, thank you.
So
Now,
Naval, yeah, can we rename multiple columns as well in this?
very good question. Not with this function. With this function, you can do one thing. You can use again with column renamed, and you would say that, come on, I want my name column to rename it to employee name, for example. But someone might say that, okay, you are doing this. It's fine if you have 2 columns. In my data set, I have 100 columns now. I have 200 columns, maybe, for example. Will you do with column renamed, with column renamed, with column renamed 100 times? No, my dear, that's not an efficient way. We use a function called with columns renamed. It's amazing. With columns renamed and with column renames takes up a dictionary. Dictionary means key value pair. You just put a curly braces and say that, come on, I want ID column to replace with employee ID. Employee ID, and then my name column to be replaced with employee name. Can I do that? Yes, you can do it. Just keep on adding with one data frame function and it works amazingly. Can you see this now? So I also covered with columns renamed. Are you with me?
Can we try once?
Yeah, you can try that. I'll share you the script. See, this is not a collaborative environment. If it would be the collaborative environment, even I don't need to copy paste the scripts. You would just pull it from my notebook, copy and run it. But we will do it. Don't worry, we will do it. Once you are done, please let me know. These are simple now. I guess we got a momentum now. So I took 30 minutes to just get a momentum. But once you get it, then things becomes easy for us.
Well, I have one question.
Yeah.
When I ran both the rename column now with rename function and with column rename function, when you are dot display and then you again add dot display now, so the execution time get changes. In the first one, the execution time is 0.7 second. In next one is 0.94 second. So why it is happening?
Yeah, because the process here we are just using two data frame functions, right? In one data frame function only we are converting it. So there would be time difference. Obviously, the function is different.
Okay.
Okay, it's not the same function. The function is different.
So Naval, we are doing all this in memory only. No, haven't saved this data frame to table, right?
No, not yet. Not yet. Okay, so let me take one more function here, one more data frame function, and then we'll do some real-time use case. So one more function is I'm going to use with column. It's very interesting. I want you to please concentrate. Then I'll give you some time. df dot with column. With column is very interesting. It will help you to get a new column, or it will help you to edit the existing column. It can happen any one of it. Okay. For example, if I say with column and I say ingestion date. Now, do we have that ingestion date column in DF? I'll repeat my question.
Oh no.
Do you have this ingestion date column in the data?
No.
No. So you will end up getting a new column in this use case. Okay. If I change this to ID, do we have a ID column in the data frame?
Yeah.
Yes.
It will replace. Okay. How? I'll show you in few minutes. Now, first I'll do ingestion date, and then I'll use a function called current date. So what is current date? Do you know what is current date? Anyone? Those who are coming from
Today's
SQL,
date.
definitely know.
It will get the output of the today's date.
Correct, correct.
Exactly.
But this current date is a function. Do you agree with it? So I have to call that function. See, I'm talking about a function. So whenever I say function, I have to call it. Means I have to say from PySpark.sql.functions import call import current date. Now, see, what are the functions? See, random is a function, current date is a function, call is a function, string is a uppercase is a function, lowercase is a function, timestamp is a function, window functions, string functions, number functions. Oh my goodness, so many functions are there. So do you want me to call it one by one, one by one? No, I don't do it. Instead of all that, can you tell me one simple step to import all the functions?
Star.
That's it. That's it. That's it. We just mentioned star and you don't need to worry anything. Okay. You don't need to worry anything now. Okay. Now I'll just go and try to run this now. Now, the moment I ran it, you are getting new column. I can see the schema, but there is no output. Can you tell me why?
Lazy evaluation. This is a transformation.
Exactly.
Because
See,
we
I can
do not use external word.
correct. See, it's still transformation, but we did not use a display, means it's lazily evaluated. Now, if I do a display, then it will be giving you the output with a new column called ingestion date. Now, one more question. Uh, did it save it to a data frame? Did we save it to a data frame?
Not yet.
No.
No. So here, many beginners make a mistake. If I say, come on, save it to a data frame, they say df 2, for example, df2, and they'll run it. So, okay, this is fine. But when you go and say df2.display, you will get an error. Definitely, you will get an error. See, can you tell me why you got an error? We have done absolutely fine, right? We have saved it to a new data frame and then I'm calling it, but still it says none type error. If you try checking out
You are
GPT,
using display. You are using display in the upper function, na? That's why it is coming.
correct. Exactly. This is a very good observation. I really appreciate Imanshu. So please remember, whenever you are saving it to a data frame, do not use display in it. Why? Because come on, you have done the transformation, you are displaying it. How you need to save a data frame, not a output, not a output. It is simply like display on display. Like, oh, there's no meaning. df.display.display. No, there is no meaning. So whenever you are saving it to a df2, you have to remove that. Okay, you have to remove that display and run it. So your df2 is created now. Then you run a display, it will work. Can you see this now? Yes, understood everyone? Now what I'll do, I'll just try to copy paste this. But before that, you need to import all the functions. I guess you know that script. You just use star and then do it. Understood, guys, everyone? Shall we proceed now?
Yes, Naval.
Yes.
Okay. How many are comfortable till here now? Can you give me a quick note? How many are with me? Okay,
Yes.
cool. Okay, so now whatever we have learned it, we are going to implement them on a use case now, like one of the use case. So I'll be sharing you one CSV file in a moment, and then we'll try working on that. Okay, so I'm just trying to share it in the chat. I'm not aware whether we can do it or not. No, it's not possible, I guess. I am not able to share anything in the chat, and we do not have a Teams channel also.
Well, you can upload it in Google Drive. And
Yeah, that's the only option I can see now. I will upload it in the Google Drive and then share the link. And I don't know how many of you are able to access the Google Drive from your company's laptop.
we all will be able to access the Google Drive.
Okay, that's great then. Okay, let me check DataBricks data sets. Okay, I'll be sharing you in the chat. So please confirm whether you can access the chat and let me know whether you can download a file called circuits.csv for now. Later on, I'll just give you the Git link also where I have uploaded all the raw files. You can access it from there. So you can just open this link, which I have shared it in the chat. And can you see the circuits.csv? It's related to the Formula One racing data set. We have circuits data, drivers data, and other things. Can you please confirm whether you can download the circuits.csv? Only one file for now.
Yes, we can download.
Okay. Now I guess that circuits is in your machine now. It's in your laptop. Now we will be doing some hands-on on that. So we need to get that data or that circuits data to our DBFS. We are going to upload them to our DBFS. What is DBFS? Yesterday I have covered it. And we use the DB utilities also in the previous session that will help us to manipulate the file system. So now I request everyone, okay, have you downloaded it? Shall I proceed further? A quick thumbs up, come on. Okay, cool. So I want you to please follow the steps with me. Okay, you can do this with me. I'll just go to this menu option, click on catalog. Can you see DBFS option, everyone? Yesterday we enabled this DBFS option from the settings. Click on DBFS. Everyone, those who are not able to see DBFS, please let me know. I'll guide you again. Go to the file store. Yesterday we created a folder called eClerks in input files. I'll get inside this. And yesterday we uploaded housing.csv. Today we will upload circuits.csv here. Okay. If you have not created, not to worry, just go to the DBFS, click on upload, and here you drop that circuits file. Please make sure that you are using a right directory file store. In that we have a folder called eClerks input. Here we drop the circuits file. Okay. Am I making the things clear?
Yes.
Let me just drop it now. Yeah, I'm going to drag and drop it here and just click on upload. And here you got your circuits.csv. How many are able to upload it to your DBFS? Yes. Uploaded. Okay, cool. So now I'll just go back. I'll go back to my workspace. See, the moment I click on the workspace, I lose that notebook UI. Okay, I lose that notebook UI. So what DataBricks has done amazingly, they have just introduced that workspace in the notebook itself. Can you see this workspace here? Just click on the workspace and wow, can you see this? So today's date, day 4 ETL, we created one notebook called data frame. I will create a new notebook here by clicking on these three dots, create a new notebook. And here I'll just mention the notebook name as ETL.
Hello?
Yes. Are you comfortable?
No.
Yes or no? Are you with me?
Yes. Yes, Naval.
Okay. So now, what is ETL? I guess everyone are aware of what is ETL. That is a very basic data engineering terminology. We are going to extract the data, transform it, and then load it. Load it to our database. We have CSV file. We're going to extract it, create a data frame. We are going to do some transformation and load it to a table. If we have JSON, Parquet, any file format, we just extract it, do the transformation and then load it. We have two ways here, do ETL or do ELT. Both will be fine. First, we'll do ETL today, and then after few minutes or maybe next session, we can do ELT also. Okay, it will be similar fashion. So when we do extraction, we generally rely on data frame. And if you ask me, is it the only one? No, there are a couple of ways to do it. First way, I'm explaining it by using a data frame style. That is by using a Spark style. Can we do it by SQL? Yes, we can do it by SQL. We will see it in the next session. But can we do it by using data frame? Yes, we can do it. and let me show you how. So the syntax for this creating a data frame from the CSV is, if you are coming from pandas background, it is very simple. If not, you can just concentrate. Spark dot. Previously we used create data frame, but we don't want to create a data frame. We want to read the CSV file. So we use a syntax called spark dot read dot CSV. And the syntax says, hey, come on, please provide the path. Where is your CSV file? You provide a path. So that is a simple syntax to create a data frame from CSV. Are you with me?
Yes, Naval.
Yes, sir.
Suppose I want to create a data frame from JSON. Can you tell me the syntax for that?
Read
CSV JSON.
read.json.
Correct.
CSV to JSON.
Yes.
Yes.
So if it is JSON, we would say spark.read.json. If it is Parquet, we would say spark.read.parquet. If it is table, we would say spark.read.table. If it is CSV, spark.read.csv. Very simple. For all, we need a path. Hey, come on, where you stored your data. I store it in DBFS, but in real time, where your data gets stored, can you tell me? Where your data gets stored?
In any cloud.
The warehouse.
Exactly. It's in the
Memory.
cloud. Most of the time, it's in the ADLS or your S3 bucket and so on. But for learning purpose, we are storing it into DBFS. Are you getting this?
Yes.
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 Now, how to get the path? Hey, where did you save it? In DBFS. How to get a path? Can you tell me the command? Yesterday we used it.
%SLS.
Beautiful. I appreciate. %FSLS. The moment you do %FSLS, it's like a shortcut, and ls command is like listing down all the files, and you would get the list of all the files which are there in your DBFS. Today DBFS, next week ADLS. Command is same. Everything is same. Just I'll pull out the path from ADLS, S3, Google Storage, wherever you want. But the command would be same. There has to be some integration. There has to be some connection. How I'm going to show you, but the procedure would be same. The syntax would be same. Same Linux command. You can see I'll use a command called MNT, that is mounting. I have mounted few ADLS, few S3. You won't able to see it because you have not mounted it. I'll explain it how to mount it later on, but the procedure would be same. Okay, just we need to change from file store to our ADLS path. Now I have the Eclux input files. I'll copy paste it. I'll run this. If you are using my same to same, if you are using my same terminology, same variables, then you can copy paste it. Otherwise, please choose your own path. And this is your circuits.csv. I'll copy it and I'll paste it here. Are you comfortable with this syntax now? Come on, be quick.
Yes.
Yes.
I'll run this.
Yes.
Now, the moment I ran it, a data frame is created. Okay, can you see this? A data frame is created and you get a column headers, but all are C0, C1, C2, C3. Oh, do we have the headers in the CSV? Yeah, we have the headers, but your Spark data frame is not able to recall them or not able to fetch them. So you need to use an additional option called, just before CSV, use an option and say header equal to true. Yeah. This will make sure that you are using or getting a correct header from the data. Wow. Can you see this now? Circuit ID, circuit reference, name, location, country, latitude, longitude, altitude, URL. You got all the columns. But someone who's looking at the data, they would say that, oh, is it like all the data is string type? No, my dear, it's not a string type. Circuit ID might be a integer. Latitude, longitude should be an double type or a decimal type, but it should not be a string. If you want, you can do a quick display, df.display, and run this. You should see all the data here. Wow. But yeah, all are not string. Can you see that? Circuit ID should not be string. This should not be string. Why it is showing you string? Because your Spark data frame is not fetching it correctly. It is not inferring the schema. So for that, we use one more option called option, and you would just say infer schema. infer schema. Yeah, you have to use a camel case for this and mention true. Amazing. You can run this. Now, the moment you run this, you will able to create a correct header and correct schema also. So with these two options, we can get a correct data type and correct schema. So what I have done is, first I have created a data frame without an options. Then I created a data frame with one option, then two option. And let me do one thing now. I can use it in couple of ways. Few programmer will do it in this way. They don't want to use option. They feel that it is very repetitive task. I don't want to do it. You can use it in this way also. I love doing this simple way. Header equal to true, comma, infer schema equal to true. It is the same meaning, only the syntax is changed. Few people love this, few people love this, anyhow will be fine. But even what I do is I don't want to keep these all like very long. Can I cut it down? Yes, you can cut it down, cut that. You can create a new cell or you can paste it here itself saying that this is my input path and you just paste it here. Amazing. Oh, wow. I'll call this input path here and it's done amazingly. Can you see this now? Your code looks very clean and neat. Input part is defined here. You know header, you know infer schema. Amazing. Let me try to run this and it works. And these two are just a comment just to show you that, okay, from here we went till this step where I have used the input path. Now I'll just try to do a quick display and here you go. You got a beautiful data type and you can check clearly that, hey, this is an integer. Wow, this is a string. This is a string. You can just scroll it up and down and you get lot of information, 77 rows, and it took this many seconds to execute. Very simple, small data set. I'll just give you the entire script. And in your case, please try to change the input path. Your input path might be different, I don't know. You just mention it correctly and create a data frame and then display it. So once you are done, please let me know. We'll proceed now.
I have a question. So
Yeah.
when I was doing
Sorry,
from a
Karan.
path, yes.
Karan,
So
Karan, sorry, I'm not able to hear you. Karan, are you there?
yes. So yes, no. So for looking up the path, I'm not even. I can go to the folder, but I'm not able to see my files inside the folder. I can
You
share my
might have not
screen.
uploaded it then. Yeah, you
Yeah,
can share
I
your screen.
have. I have uploaded. I'll just share. My screen.
Yeah, please share your screen.
See the file is here. That one. So,
Yeah.
yeah, the file is here. Hello.
Yeah, I'm listening, Karan.
You can see my screen, right?
Yeah, I can see your screen. I'm listening to you.
Okay,
So,
the file is here. The circuits are CSV.
yeah,
But when I'm trying to see through here, it's not showing
I'll
here
tell you.
inside.
I'll tell you. No, my dear, no. I'll tell you. Copy the path number 1.
Yeah,
Remove that file.
I did that. Yeah, I just
Run this, my dear. No, my dear. Run the first command only.
sorry.
First cell. Run this command. Huh? Now,
Hmm.
can you see the circuits.csv?
Yeah. Now it's right. Right. Second, the part correct. Sorry.
Double. Can I share my screen quickly?
Yeah, you
Thank
can.
you. Thank you, Naval. Thank you, Naval.
Yeah, Karan. Okay, no worries.
So this is my catalog,
Okay.
DBFS, file store. How
Okay.
can I upload that circuit.csv file?
Okay.
It's
Click
very
on raw. Click on raw.
raw.
Click on upload.
Upload.
Drop the circuits file here. Or click on browse that. Click on that browse. Huh. Click on browse. Yeah. Use that circuits file.
Okay. So right now I'm in office, so I won't be able to, I think. Okay, no problem.
You can take the housing.csv, not an issue. The intention is to just work on it. Dataset would be fine. Any dataset is fine.
Okay, so I can take this also. Okay.
But if you take circuits, that would be better. Try to upload it. Try to upload it.
Okay, let me try.
Yeah. Any other queries? Any other issue? I can see only 4 participants were able to give a quick thumbs up. What about others?
Naval, can I share my screen?
Yes.
My file is uploaded, but I can't access that.
Yeah, I can see that. Come to the notebook. Okay, okay. We'll do one thing, Vivek.
Yeah.
Go to I'll show you other way. Go to the catalog. Go to DBFS. Click on circuits.csv. Right click on that. Copy path.
Wait.
Copy this. You can do it in this way also, guys. Okay. Yeah, come back to your notebook now. Okay. Please create a new notebooks for every time. Yeah. Scroll up a little bit. You paste it in the input path, my dear. वो input path में निकाल के ये वाला paste करो. Yes. आपका paste करो पूरा. Now run this command. It will work. Are you getting this?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. Shall I proceed from here now? Yeah, I guess Vivek is done. 13 participants done. Shall I proceed?
Yes, Naval.
Okay, amazing. So now our intention is to do a ETL. Okay, like I have extracted it. I created a data frame now. So I'll give you a simple task now. Whatever we have learned it in the data frame, I want you to implement it. Okay, just you do it. I'll give you 5 minutes. If not, I'll explain it. Not to worry. So the task is rename circuit ID to circuit underscore ID. Okay. One circuit reference to circuit underscore reference. Okay. This is one thing you have to do it. Renaming. Second one is add new column with current date. Current date. Third one, drop URL column. So simple. The use case is rename 2 columns, add a new column with current date, drop a URL column. That's it. Come on, you try it. You try it. I'll give you the hint. For this, you use with column renamed. For this, you use with column. And for this, you use a drop. I did not explain you drop, but I guess you can do it. Okay. I'll give you next 5 minutes, 6 minutes to do this transformation. And okay, let me tell you, the first step is step number 1 is extracting, or few people might say that it's reading. Yeah, fine. That's reading. Yeah, we are done with reading. So this is the task now. I want you to do the step number 2, and that will be your transformation. Transformation. Once the transformation is done, my dear, transformation is done. go with the step number 3. Can you tell me what would be the step number 3? What would be the step number 3?
Load
Loading.
data to warehouse.
Loading
Simple.
or writing. Simple words, writing. Okay, we are going to
Right.
write that final data frame to a database, to a catalog. That would be a step number 3. We are going to do this complete ETL today. Okay, come on. I'll give you 5 to 6 minutes to complete the transformation 1. This is the task. Even I can paste this in the chat. Come on, everyone. So whatever I have explained you, maybe last 40 minutes back, you can implement them. Come on, I'll share you in the chat. Let me see who is doing it first. Yeah. Have you done it, guys? I can see one or two participants have done it, and even
Yes.
Anish also shared the script in the chat itself. That's great. But Arish, I like you. What you have done is amazing. But we'll give some time for the participants to do it, and once they can do it, then you can share it. Okay, you can share it to me privately. Once other participants do, then we can release the answer. Okay. But what you have done is amazing. I really appreciate. So I just copy pasted his script. What he has done is amazing. So I hope you can see the screen now. Yeah. Can you please confirm? Yes or no? Can you please confirm?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So what he has done is same. Like I was thinking the same thing. Df dot with columns renamed, rename it to columns. Amazing. Then with column current date. So instead of current date, I'll rename it to ingestion date. Okay, so when it was ingested, I want that date. I rename the column name. That's it. Then I'm going to drop a URL. I on top of this, he has used the display. Oh, now I'm getting this error. Can you tell me how to fix this?
Import functions.
That's it. So it's better to do it at the very first of the cell. So from PySpark dot SQL dot functions, we are going to import all.
All.
Okay,
Start.
that's it. Import star. Let me run this, and it was absolutely fine now. I'll go here and try to run this, and it works, I guess. Yeah, it worked. So I renamed the column names. I dropped the URL column, and also I got a new column with a date ingested. That is today's date, 506. Amazing. Okay. But I want to save it to a data frame. Can you tell me how to save it to a new data frame?
df1
Equal
is
to
equals
F1.
to
That's it.
df1 equals to.
Can I say DF final here? Is that fine? DF final with this one. So now few people might say that no, reading this code becomes a little bit tedious. Can I push it to a new line like this? Yeah, you can do it. You can do it. Just push it to a new line, new line, new line. So this looks good for me. Like, okay, cool. One, two, three task, but it will fail. It says that no, I don't know. The command is in a new line. So you need to use the backslash, same like Python, backslash, backslash, and this will work now. Okay, so yeah, this looks, I mean, the code looks very neat and clean. Anyone can understand that, okay, these are the three things we are doing it. Okay, so once your data frame is ready, this is a final data frame, time to load that, time to load it. So I'll remove all unnecessary cells. I don't need it. I'll keep my cell very clean, notebook very clean. Other things I have just remove it. Even this will fail now. Okay, this will fail. So what I'll do, I'll just convert this to markdown cell, %empty. %empty means I'm just converting it to markdown. I'll just convert this to a like list. Wow, this looks good now. So no need to worry about it. So yeah, first step is creating a data frame. Second step is transforming it. Few people have done, might have done it DF1, DF2, DF3. That's okay for a beginners, but we don't recommend it creating couple of steps. It was very simple. You can do all that in one go. Now, whatever you are doing it, please pause it for a moment. I request you to please pause it. Now, I want to save it to a new database called Formula One. Do we have a Formula One database? Is my voice loud and clear?
No.
Mm.
No. Not in DBFS.
Sorry?
You are audible, but we don't have that database, Formula One.
Correct. So we have to create that database. So the syntax for that would be in SQL. So I have to use person SQL and say, come on, create a database, create schema, and the schema name is Formula One. Formula One. Okay, Formula One. This looks good now. I'll run it. It works amazingly fine now. Okay, it looks good now. Now what I'll do, I'll take that final data frame. So please listen to this final data frame. The syntax for writing it or for loading is df final dot write. Okay, because see, when I'm reading it, it was df dot read. Can you see this? Spark dot read. It was read. Now I'm writing it. The syntax will be df dot write. Write dot. Then you mention like whether you want CSV file, whether you want Parquet file, whether you want different file formats. Reading CSV and writing to CSV doesn't make any sense. We don't write it to CSV. We write it to the latest table formats. What are the table latest formats? We will see them in the next session, but I'll write a simple syntax to save it to a table. So the syntax is df dot write dot save as table, and just I'll mention the table name as formula one dot circuits table. Formula one dot circuit table dot circuit. Why circuit? Because circuit is my
Naval, you are on mute.
yeah. So this is my database name, and here I'll just use a circuit. Circuit is my table name. Okay. df dot write dot save as table. Syntax is pretty simple, and I'll try to run this. And the moment I ran it, come on, this will take few additional seconds because we are writing it to the disk. We are taking the data frame and saving it to the disk. Obviously, Spark jobs will run, Spark jobs will create, because we are using an action. Write is an action. True, write is an action. Now I'll just go to this catalog, and here I'll go to my catalog. Hive Metastore is one catalog. And in that I have Formula One database. In this we have a circuits table. Wow, a table is created. Now, if you ask me, can I query this? Yeah, you can query it by using %SQL, and you can say select star from the database. So database table name. So within few seconds from CSV to a table, we have done a table, and we can start querying a table. Your table results here, it looks very similar like a data frame only, but this is not data frame. This is a table. So if you look carefully, still the engine is same. It is Spark engine only. Behind the scene, it is creating a data frame only, but it's a table. It's a table. Okay. So this is how your table looks like. So this is the entire process of ETL. This is extraction, transformation, and finally writing it. Now I'll ask you a simple question. If I run this command once again, what happens?
It already exists, so it will
Will
not.
throw an error, it will already exist.
Exactly. It throws you an error, says that table already exists. So to overcome this issue, what we generally do is we use a mode called overwrite. Overwrite. In SQL, we say create or replace. In the same words, in PySpark, it is called overwrite. Mode overwrite. And if you run this 10 times, it will work. It will work. But it is truncating all the records and then writing it. At initial stage, it's okay to use mode override. But if you're going with incremental data, if you are handling GBs of data, terabytes of data, overwrite is not a good option. We don't use overwrite there. What we use it, I'll explain it. But for batch override small size, it's okay, but not on the large scale. Again, if you try to run this create schema name, it will still throw you an error saying that schema already exists. Can you tell me how to handle this now?
Not exist.
If
If
not,
not
If not,
exist,
not exist, you create it. Okay. So now people might say that why you're doing all this? Like, we have already created a schema, we are already created a table. It looks good, right? But why you want to do all this? So let me tell you guys, my intention is to think on a production grade. Like, I want to take this notebook to the production grade. I don't want to do it in the development stage. I'll move it to the testing, and then I'll move it to the prod. In that case, this all should run in one go. Can I do that? Yes. Can you see this run all button now? So I'll just scan quickly. Yeah, this is import. This should work if I run 100 times also. This is also fine, but you don't need this every time because we have already taken the path, but still it's okay. Here it will create a data frame. Fine. This will do all the transformation. Fine. This will run because I use the %MD. And here it is create schema. If not exist, it will not create it because it's already existed. This will use mode override. It will remove all the records. It will run it again, and then it will select it. Now, beautiful. We have this option called run all. The moment I click on it, it will start it from the scratch. Done. It will go here. Done. It will go here. Done. All the transformation is done. Come on, database is also done. Now it is writing it. Amazing. So you should think in this way that it should start it from the scratch. I have seen few people who has run the ETL in the same data frame notebook. If you are doing run all, it will fail at some steps. Like it says that, oh, this is some error. So that's the reason why I asked you to create a new notebook and do all this. Now, if few people might ask like, can I put all this in one line? I mean, in one cell, I'm confused here. In one cell, will it work? Yes, it will work. So please look at this. Now I'll clone this notebook. I'll click on this. I'll clone it. Clone is just a copy. I'll say ETL in one line or one cell. I'll just click on enter. I'm creating a new cell now, new notebook. Now look at this. I'll keep this. I'll remove this. I don't need it. I'll remove all this. Additional one. I'll take this entire task. I'll keep it here. Okay. I'll remove this task also. This was for you. I have copied this. I don't need it. I'll take this create schema syntax at the top. I'll keep it here. I cannot merge Python and SQL both. Your SQL commands will be different. Even I can take this and put here. I'll delete this one. This is SQL syntax. This is Python syntax. And then I'll delete this. Can I take this and put it here at the top? Yes, you can put it. You delete this. You also can keep it or you can delete it. That's it now. See, only one line where I have done all three steps. ETL is performed in one line. That's it. This is transformation. This is reading, transformation, and writing it. Wow. I'll just click on first I need to connect to compute. I'll connect this and just hit on run all. Only one command, two command. This is just for testing whether our data is back or not. Amazing. Can you see this now? It's done. It's done. Are you getting this?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Come on. Now what I'll do, I'll just stay here. I want you to perform this. You can copy paste this. I am already pasting the script to you in the chat. You can copy paste it, check your input path, and everything should be fine. And obviously you need to create a schema. Without that, it doesn't work because I use that schema specially called Formula One. Come on, please try doing this.
संग ना काम करना मेरे को
Yeah, guys, have you done it? How many people are doing this? Any query, any question on this?
Hi, Naval.
Yeah, tell me.
So can you explain me the last step where you are storing from memory to the disk in the ETL1 script?
Yeah, say okay. df dot write dot mode override. I'm using save as table. So this will help me to save this to a disk. Save
Okay.
this to a disk means, okay, here we have a schema created.
Mhm.
In the schema, you can see in the schema, we created this circuit. And where it is, if you're asking me where the data gets stored and so on, now it's in the DBFS, but in real time, it will be in our ADLS account. So if you want me to show the DBFS path, yes, I'll just go to this workspace, sorry, catalog. Oh, not here. I need to switch to catalog, DBFS. And here you can see there is one users data. I mean, I was about to explain you this tomorrow, but no worries. Users, Hive, and here you have one warehouse, and here you have Formula One. Can you see Formula One? In my case, Formula One DB is here. And yes, it is getting stored in the DBFS. DBFS is like a disk. Formula One circuits is here. It is getting stored here in the disk.
Okay. Understood. Thanks.
Understood? Okay, cool, cool. So this is how the basic ETL is done. Yeah, I would simply say that this is very basic. Again, this is not a production grade notebook. We are going to pass some parameters and then we can call it as a production grade. And remember, whatever ETL, what I have done it today is just method one. This is by using a data frame style. There are a couple of ways to do it by using a SQL style, by using different methods, UI style is there and so on. Uh, we are going to look them later on, but this is the basic. This is by using a data frame style. Tomorrow, if I give you a Spark one, yeah, tomorrow we'll do some hands-on. If I give a Spark one, then you will be able to do the same ETL by using a Spark. Now I'll take few minutes. I hope you understood the ETL one. So I'll just take few minutes. So whatever we have covered it in today's session, next week, not tomorrow, tomorrow we'll have a session. Next week, you will have a MCQ quiz. So whatever we have learned it, based on that, you will have an MCQ quiz. That MCQ quiz will align to the DataBricks certification. So like it will align to the DataBricks certification. There will be 10 to 12 questions in it because we have not covered much topics. Or maybe on Monday or Tuesday, I will still take a session and then I'll plan to conduct a test on Wednesday. So the test would be in the second half. Okay, from 12 to 1, I'll conduct a session, and from 1 to 2, you will have a practice test 1. So this is how we are going to do it. Every week, we'll have a session like 5 days, and then on Monday or Tuesday, we will have a practice test. Practice test will have anywhere between 10 to 15 question, 20 question. This is our first week, so there will be less questions in the next week. So yes, in the next week, we'll conduct full 5 days of our training, 5 days of our training, that is from 9 to 13th. And then on 16th onwards, 16th or 17th, you will have a test, practice test 2. Then we'll have a sessions again. Then on the next week, we'll have a practice test 3. So with these 3 practice tests, you will be like a state where you can start appearing for the associate level. I can guarantee you that. Okay. So we are planning to cover it on maybe till first week of July, I guess. We will complete it till first week of July, like complete month. Okay. So that's all from my end, guys. I hope you got a clear understanding about the agenda, what we are going to do it. So if you have any queries, any question, I'll be here for next few minutes. If not, thank you very much. We'll connect tomorrow at the same time.
Yeah.
I
All
never.
the
Can we
exam
get
will be
credential?
on
Yeah, hi
MCQ
Naval, I
based
have a
only.
question.
Just a minute, one by one. Yeah, Shrishti, yeah, few would be
Oh,
MCQ question, few would be coding, but that coding also will be an MCQ quiz only. But apart from that, we give you some capstone projects also. Yeah, I forgot
oh,
that. I'll give you some tasks. Today, whatever I have given is was simple. Similar to that, I'll give you some task also. That will be in this third week, not next week, because we'll do some sessions and then I'll give you some hands-on and MCQ quizzes in the coming week. Okay. But in
okay.
exam, you will have only MCQ quiz. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
When we can get a credential, like
Jesh, actually, we are figuring out because whatever the workspace we have, the budget was limited and constrained. But now we have more than 50 participants joining the session. So we are fixing it. Like we'll see how many people are serious on it. And then we are going to just pick up those participants and then give you the permission. It will take some time. Maybe in the next week, we are going to fix it.
okay, sure.
Yeah, Hannibal, I have a question.
Yeah.
Okay. So yesterday I mentioned I missed some part of lecture due to us traveling office. Okay. I have this question like when I get the full recording, like Friday recording, like Saturday.
No. Every day when we had a session, next day you will see the recording in your LMS. You'll get a recording in the next day. If you are not
Okay.
able to see it, you can connect with Sukanya. She'll help you to get a link. You can text her on Teams channel. She'll help you on that.
Oh,
Sukanya.
okay. Great.
Yeah.
Great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hello.
Yes, Ekta, please tell me.
So next week I am on leave. So when can I give the test afterwards, or is it like I am not available for the next week? So the test.
Yeah, okay. So you can give it in the next time. That's not an issue. Yeah, we will provide you the links later on. You can give it.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, guys, still if you have any queries, let me know. If not, you can make a note. We can discuss in the next session. Thank you very much. Have a great day.
Thank you, everyone. Have a
Thank
great
you,
day.
Thank
Naval.
you.
Thank
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Naval.
you so
Bye.
much.
Thank you.
Thank
I'm
you.
ending the session, guys. Bye bye. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.